The four different types of women, also known as stages. Okay, here we are going to be talking about different stages a woman may go through in her life. Some women have experienced all of these stages, and some women experience few, and some women just stay in these stages depending on their lifestyle, self esteem, and their choices. So, with all that said, this is not to put down women, as I would never do this, that because I am one, but I would never put down men either because we have respect for mutual parties. And also because it's important that we just understand where people and women can be in their lives. You will notice some of these stages you will be listening to will probably sound familiar to you, and you will be saying, "Oh, yeah, I remember this woman. I used to be there." Well, honey, let me just tell you, you are listening to a woman that has, fortunately for you, been through all of these stages in her womanhood and the journey to finding myself. I can say I'm thankful now for this because it's really helped me be able to deliver advice, but even more happier because I have the experience within myself. So, what I'm going to do is break these four down for you, these four stages, and give you a description of what stages you will typically find women in. But at the same time, this will be your roadmap to really understand where this girl is at in her life as you start to talk to her and date her. This will not only help you, but this will also prevent you from getting sucked into the idea of what she could be, also known as lust. Instead, this will help you become more focused and having some type of roadmap to women and really being present so you can then ask yourself, I wonder what stage she's in. But note here, when we go into these stages, there is no specific age range for any of these stages typically. And if there is, I'll mention them. All right, so let's talk about one. The inexperienced woman or fun girl, stage one. This type of woman can be any age. What I have seen in my experience is this type of woman is coming from one of the three things. One, she is young. Two, she was in a relationship or a marriage since she was young and now she is newly single. Three, she's afraid of commitment, so avoids it when things get serious. Typically, this type of woman is just looking to experience going with the flow and not settling down. She is the one that wants to somewhat do the initiation or chasing every once in a while. She is looking for experience and excitement without any pressure to be with someone. The man that she will eventually be attracted to is the one that doesn't have much attachment to her and is viewing this relationship as I'm just going with the flow. Also, he puts other things before her as this girl isn't a priority to him, and he is just feeding the situation attention when he is ready and willing to hang out with her, basically. Because the moment we get elated in the illusion of how she would make the perfect woman is typically when you will see this woman back away because she is not looking for commitment, but instead just looking for the experience because she is new to dating or new to freedom. Don't get this confused with her being mushy and lovey at times. This is a natural part of seduction. So if she is just looking to have fun, humans still want comfort, but it's really about paying attention to how she shows up and where she is in her life with her habits and so much more. Stage two, we can call this the wounded woman. This is the type of woman that you'll might want to fix from time to time, or you might want to help. You may see her as potential, but yet she does not see it. She brings in her past relationship experience to her present ones, meaning when she gets into a new relationship, but she's not able to let go of her past when the man creates a safe place for her. Also, what's important to recognize in this is that we need to see why she is wounded. Now, if she is just getting over someone dying in her family, well, this is a woman who is going through grievance and not wounding. This is very important to understand the difference, guys. This is when she still acts from her own trauma or still has trauma in her life. She may want attention from you, and when she gets it, it's not enough. You will find yourself confused as ever with this woman because she just wants you to love her at times, but yet doesn't the next day or does not believe it because she is still acting from trauma. She may be using drugs or alcohol as well to numb some of her pain and sorrow. The wounded woman, unfortunately, will always be the woman that is seeking validation from men and also pushing them away, and is using the men's attention to temporarily feed a sense of validation she needs from others since she is not getting it within herself. You will hear this woman talking down about herself and others often and constantly saying that she isn't ready or doesn't know what she wants. You will hear her saying she is confused and she needs to be alone, but yet comes back to you from time to time. This woman will be available once she's healed and works on her issues that still bring this to the surface of her relationships. So this does take time. Stage 3 is the self-perceived 10. There are two sides to this one. Side number 1 is she perceives herself as a 10, and side number 2 is you perceive her as a 10. Now let's discuss this. 1, she perceives herself as a 10. She sees herself as a prize, which is great, but this happens in an unhealthy form. She needs you to do all the work, and she doesn't do any of it. She thinks that she is the most valuable asset you can have, and she will typically use her beauty for you to cave, which you may, to supply her with certain lifestyle. Now, what I'm saying here is her respect comes at a price. She is selfish within the relationship or dynamic with you, and you find yourself constantly chasing. The reason why you sometimes stick around is because when you're with her, she may give you a sense of attention that feels good, but that's it. She sees herself on a high horse and thinks she is the 10 and she does not have to work for you. Number 2 is you perceive her as a 10. This does not mean that she can't be perceived as a 10 when you are with her in a solid relationship, when you both are working towards something, but this typically happens when you don't know much of her. Maybe you're dating for a couple of weeks, days, or months. You find yourself oftentimes idolizing her for your idea of the self-perceived 10. But yet you really don't know her and you get into illusional thinking instead of reality thinking. You may have thoughts that say, she's the prettiest woman I've ever been with. You might be elated by the physical intimacy or her body, but not really looking at the way you are feeling in the relationship. Yes, it's amazing to have a beautiful woman by your side, but this is all you want and you're okay with being used, then this is your girl. This type of woman will typically have the mentality of what's in it for me and not how she can support you too. Warning to all men. If a woman couldn't care less about your dreams, your goals, your ambition, your family, and your health, then she is either extremely selfish or self-centered and lacks empathy. Either way, this will not be a high value woman, and she will not be good in a relationship. Let me give you an example. A while back, one of my clients lost his father. This was a very, very emotional experience for him since he was rather close to his father, and this was an unexpected loss that came out of nowhere, and they had no warning, him and his family. His girlfriend at the time was calling to check in with him from time to time, which was great and all, but he took some days away from her to spend with the family as the whole family was mourning this death. A couple of weeks later, he called his girlfriend to come over to the house, in which she did, of course. But here's the thing. As soon as she entered the house, she looked around the house and the first thing that she started to say, she started to complain to him that he does not have a picture of her and him anywhere around the house. This was the first thing that came to her mind when she walked into the house after he lost his father. She had shown every sign of major self-centeredness. And at that point, he ended the relationship right away and never looked back. That is a great example of what I mean by this type of woman. Now, stage 4, the emotionally mature woman. Now, this woman can be the woman that is a beautiful woman as well. That beautiful woman with a perfect body and everything. This woman comes in all ages, shapes, and sizes. It doesn't matter. I've seen so many women get to this place in their life and they are not able to find true connection. So, gentlemen, they are out there. This woman is the type of woman that will not make it easy for you to be with her, but will also know what she wants. She's not the type of woman that will want to play games, but she is the type of woman that will want to have a sense of independence from a man. A man that is on his mission or purpose in life and has the abundance, as this is what will captivate her attention. This woman is a woman who takes care of herself emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. She may know what she wants from the man she dates and has a really clear outline and intention of her values and how a man will show up in the relationship as well as how she will show up as well. This type of woman will respond great to initiation and a man taking the lead to plan dates and to pace himself. She will have no problem showing interest in the right times and being open to having discussions that are beyond the surface. You will also notice that she may be very direct and to the point, and she has the type of confidence that she does not really care about what you think, but about who you are as a person. You have to understand your idea of what a high quality woman is. There are all sorts of different high quality women. Everyone has a different taste to the woman that he likes. You may want a woman who is beautiful, intelligent, down to earth, and has a great sense of humor, and may be traditional or non traditional. She is also emotionally stable in her life and within herself.